See, you got a mullet too.
I got a mullet. Yeah. I like how you said that.
Gross.
Oh, come on, man.
No.
Come on, dude. Everyone.
Wait, does he get the seal of approval, Arian?
Mullets are horrible, G.
I disagree.
It screams Confederacy. It just screams.
No, it could also be.
It just the wind hits it and it goes states' rights in the back.
Welcome back to Macrodosing. It is Thursday, it's November 6th, and today's episode is being brought to you by our great friends over at Game Time. It's college football season. It's in full swing. We got cheering crowds, tailgates, the excitement of being in the stands before kickoff. That's all going on right now. The best time of the year. Ever find yourself at a tailgate and you decide to grab those tickets at the last minute? That's where Game Time comes in. The app gives the advantage back to fans. It's the hack for unlocking amazing tickets and experiences in just a few taps. Plus, the fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay, and they have a Game Time guarantee. You get 100% authentic tickets on time at the best price. Big T, what are we looking at for this week?
I was actually looking last night because Tennessee doesn't play this week, and I still don't have ESPN through YouTube TV, so there's a great game about 3 hours from here. Number 9, Oregon at number 20, Iowa.
Ooh. Yeah.
And I think Iowa's going to win.
Really?
Yeah. $154 on Game Time to that top 20 matchup.
Damn.
That could propel Iowa maybe into the playoff conversation.
It could. And Iowa, I feel like they've been coming on strong. Great place to watch a college football game.
Yeah, you said you loved it. I've never been over there.
It's a beautiful, beautiful city. I want to go back. Maybe I'll make a trip back.
200 miles on the dot.
Why don't I just pack up and just drive to Iowa City, make a weekend out of it?
I might go. Hop in the car.
We might do that. That sounds like a lot of fun. Actually, what I'm gonna go home on Friday. I'm gonna sleep, and then I'm gonna be I'm just being honest. I got myself worked up. I felt like I was there for a second.
Let's go Saturday morning. It's 3 hours.
It's nice to think about.
But then I can't watch all the other games.
We'll leave at 7. We'll be there by 10. We'll allot 15 minutes for a stop at Casey's, so we'll be there at 10:15. A few hours of tailgating. The game's at 2:30.
What about the world's biggest truck stop?
I was going to say Big T would probably love that.
There's the world's biggest truck stop?
Yeah, actually.
It's bigger than Buc-ee's?
It is like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a mall, like a full mall inside.
Is it too big?
It's a little bit overwhelming, yeah.
Okay.
But I walked in and I thought, Mad Dog would absolutely go bonkers over this place.
I would, and I hear about it all the time, and I want it bad.
And I thought the same thing.
So are there separate retailers within this place?
Yes, multiple levels.
Wow.
Yeah, and they have a full-size truck inside too. You might be able to buy a truck at this truck stop. It's pretty incredible.
How far into the trip is this?
I want to say it's about halfway.
So, in trying to match my definition of a mall, does it have a quick service Chinese restaurant?
I'm trying to think. It does have a food court. And in that food court, I know for a fact it has a Taco Bell. It has a Dairy Queen Orange Julius. It's got
there's definitely a Panda or something.
I can tell you
there has to be.
There's the Iowa 80 Kitchen, Wendy's, Caribou Coffee, and Einstein Brothers Bagels, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, Dairy Queen, and Blimpie. I didn't know Blimpie was still around.
That's a shocking upset. Yeah, true on Blimpie. But I just can't, it's like they have all the elements. They have all the Infinity Stones except for quick service Chinese.
I feel like if you're going to do a Mad Libs of the worst place to get Chinese food, it would be a truck stop in rural Iowa. I think that's probably if you eat the Chinese food at a truck stop in rural Iowa and then you have diarrhea later, you're not allowed to be upset.
No, it's your fault.
Yes.
But I've always
it could not have been more obvious what was going to happen.
I do find that Chinese food can operate on an inverse scale where the cheaper it is, not the more quality, but the more satisfying I find it.
Yeah.
Just load me down with a bunch of shitty, cheap sesame chicken and fucking lo mein or fried rice. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. All the MSG.
Yes, exactly.
I'm seeing that the Iowa 80 Kitchen's a not half bad looking buffet.
Okay.
They got a buffet there, huh?
Yeah.
They got, just an overwhelming selection of things that you can purchase there. It's pretty incredible.
Those are my favorite kind of stores.
It's pretty incredible. I think you'd really enjoy it. I will mentally be taking a trip to Iowa City this weekend.
I might just go solo.
To the truck stop?
I may as well just keep going at that point.
Yeah, that's right.
It's going to be a great weekend of college football.
Everybody's very high flavor. I like flavor of the week takes when it comes to teams. And right now, the flavor of the week take is Oregon is maybe not as good as we all crowned them to be, and Iowa's way better than we thought. Iowa's not in the AP. They show up at 20 in the CFP playoff poll last night. So we'll see. So many people are saying it. I'm kind of starting to fade it a little bit, but we're going to find out.
So
it's a great game.
This has been an ad for Game Time, and we'll continue the ad even after the ad's over. Download the app, create an account, use code MACRO, get $20 off your first purchase. If you're going to a game, if you're going to Iowa City, download the Game Time app, make an account, redeem code MACRO, $20 off, swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today. T-Bob, you're right. A lot of people are now talking about Iowa. It always makes me a little suspicious when like the conversation has reached a fever pitch after a week in which that team did not play.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I thought when I saw that Iowa was not in the top 25, I was like, well, that's a bunch of bullshit. And then now they're 20. I think they're a very good team. And when I'm looking at Oregon, who's Oregon's best win?
Well, it was Penn State,
Penn
double
State.
OT, which
and
is
it's still Penn State is not the team that they are right now when they played there.
They still went on the road in a whiteout and won. I'm with you, T. That's something that we do too much in college football that I hate is belief matters, form matters, and at that time, Penn State still thought they were national champs. Now, they cratered, but like playing Penn State today, I'm with T, is way different than what Oregon had to play on the road, whiteout, at night,
fully
at that
healthy.
time.
Yeah,
fully healthy.
completely different team.
I agree with that. That's a very fair take.
With their coach.
Who did Iowa lose to early on that we all bailed? Iowa State and...
Yeah, they lost to the Clones.
Because we all got off the bandwagon. Gronowski was really struggling, the transfer quarterback from one of the championship
Indiana, but it was like 15
Oh, it was
to
close.
10.
Yeah.
20 to 15 was the final score.
So that's why everybody's now back on Iowa is because like, oh, fuck, dude. I mean, Indiana's beating the shit out of everyone, and they barely came out of Kinnick with a win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they did lose they won to Penn State by 1.
They beat Penn State by 1?
Post
Was that
Penn State.
This is pre-Penn State. This is pre-Penn State being bad.
No, it's post.
No, they were one of the teams that made Penn State bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was October 18th.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I forgot Mad Dog's our resident top 25 poll expert. She knows more about the top 25 than I do.
That's true.
I know a lot of all.
One thing I noticed in the college football playoff that they released last night, 0 group of 5 teams in the top 25.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a mystery as to which way they're leaning. They haven't showed any of their cards when it comes to that.
Well, they did put Memphis in the bracket when they did the bracket. Is that right, T?
I didn't see.
Didn't they put Memphis in the bracket at 12?
Yeah.
But a lot of people are saying, and I think rightfully so, the American very well could likely cannibalize itself, meaning your Dukies, PFT.
Mm-hmm.
So hot. We're having on Cheney tomorrow.
Chesney. Yeah.
Sorry, I got
out now.
Yeah. I got Dick on the mind.
Yeah.
My bad.
Bob Chesney is going to be on Wake Up Barstool this morning as you're listening to this.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I did not see the bracket that they put out. So okay, that's interesting for me to know that right now they've got Memphis slotted in there. But yeah, the Americans just too good. That's the thing. They've got 4 teams that are pretty worthy of being in the conversation. And on this show on Tuesday, I did my mental analysis of where I thought JMU was. I had them at 25%?
Yeah.
I saw via ESPN's FPI, their football power index, it's JMU at about 27%.
Oh,
so
shit,
if anything,
dude.
I was underselling it with my mental. I did based on vibes.
I'm gonna do the all-state
Pretty accurate
playoff
vibes.
predictor.
Okay, thank you for including the sponsor in there.
Yeah, they are at 28%. So let's
Wow.
say JMU
Climbing.
wins out, obviously.
Yep.
They have to win the conference championship. Yeah, there's no other variables I can put in here. But if all that happens, they have them at a 64% chance.
Okay, I love that, and that is a big if too.
But it all comes down to what happens in the American, because if
Memphis runs the table,
finishes wins the rest of their games, they're in. If USF wins the rest of their games, they're probably in with that win over Florida.
There's does a 2-loss American champion.
Well, it depends. I think it would have to be USF.
But like, let's say this is not going to happen because I don't think they're good enough. But like, Tulane does play Memphis on Friday. If Tulane were to win out, that would be interesting because they have Power 4 wins over. They lost Ole Miss, but they beat Duke, who's really gotten better, and they beat Kansas State. Was that no?
That
no.
sounds
they played
right.
them. They played them
because they lost to Ole Miss. Anyway. It's going to come down to the American champ and probably James Madison.
It's a big if for JMU to go undefeated from here on out, too. They've got a couple games that I really have no idea what to make of them.
A frisky Washington State team, which I had no idea they played until I just did this thing right here.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm looking at. I have no idea what that Washington State team is going to look like because their schedule is just – it is the most insane thing in an insane sport of
weird.
College football. They're playing every team all across the country. They play Oregon State twice this
home
year.
And home.
They should do that based on aggregate. I
didn't even know you could do that.
I didn't either. They just needed to play each other twice, I guess, because they're the 2-pack, the Pac-12, and they played Ole Miss. They played, I think, UVA.
Yep.
They're just barnstorming across the country. So
I mean, they're essentially an independent.
Shout out to the Cougars.
I know nothing about this guy. I don't even know his name. But did you see the interview of the Oregon State head coach? Did you see how he sounds?
Yeah. Like it's got some Coach O in him.
It's very Zohran, just not Cajun.
Coach Oregon.
But it's like it's Coach Oregon. It's actually insane how similar their voices sound. I was blown away. But I'm sorry, I can't even name his name. I don't know. He's the interim.
All good. It's a fun time of year to be a sports fan. We can all agree on that. On Macrodosing today, that's T-Bob. You recognize his voice. He's sitting in for a little bit. Arian's going to be joining in a little bit. Just want to shoot the shit right off the bat. I did see an article that we can get into now or later. And this, I think it came out 2 weeks ago, but I just read it. It was in the New York Times. And it's about the former head of safety for OpenAI. Did you guys see this story at all?
No.
So we've talked about OpenAI a lot, and it was the head of their product safety department. His name is Steven Adler, and he said, "I've read more smut at work than you can possibly imagine, all of it while working at OpenAI. Back in the spring of 2021, I led our product safety team and discovered a crisis related to erotic content. One prominent customer was a text-based adventure role-playing game that used our AI to draft interactive stories based on players' choices. These stories became a hotbed of sexual fantasies, including encounters involving children and violent abductions, often initiated by the user, but sometimes steered by the AI itself. After months of grappling with where to draw the line on user freedom, we ultimately prohibited our models from being used for erotic purposes. It's not that erotica is bad per se, but that there were clear warning signs of users' intense emotional attachment to the AI chatbots, especially for users who seem to be struggling with mental health problems. Nobody wanted to be the morality police, but we lacked ways to measure and manage this carefully. We decided AI-powered erotica would have to wait, and OpenAI now says the wait is over, despite the serious mental health issues plaguing users of its ChatGPT product in recent months. On October 14th, its chief executive, Sam Altman, announced that the company had been able to mitigate these issues thanks to new tools, enabling it to lift restrictions on erotic content. But this guy said that based on his working there for 4 years, he does not think that anything that Sam Altman has done is actually going to work, and that Sam probably doesn't think that's going to work either. So this is just like just another brick in the wall of how the people that are leading the artificial intelligence development in this country do not have your best interest at heart.
No,
and this is one thing where it could get really messy.
I mean, this is now okay for a little bit here. I want to ignore the pedophilia and sexual violence portion of that.
Yeah,
like those type of fantasies.
Let's talk like normal erotica.
Yeah, just like AI erotica. That is maybe the most inevitable thing that I've ever considered in my entire life.
I agree.
Like that.
We didn't see this coming.
Yeah, we didn't see the coming.
Yeah.
No, there's no holding that back.
No.
And it's gonna. I mean, if it's anything like the internet, if it's gonna be a reflection of the internet, which in a lot of ways the internet's a reflection of our own interests, and AI is that even more so.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of AI, the majority may end up just being erotic play in the future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that it's going to be inevitable no matter what. I mean, porn really steers a lot of technological innovations.
That's like I feel like I learned that in like Silicon Valley back in the day.
Yeah,
the old TV show where they mentioned something like a lot of the streaming technology and everything, and like advancements in video streaming all kind of came rooted out of people wanting to be able to stream porn.
Yeah, it's true. So just something to look into. Maybe some reading you guys can dip into out there if you're interested in that sort of thing. Big T, on your news sheet of the day, do you want to start with Zohran?
You can start wherever you'd like.
Mamdani, that was the first one that you had on the list today.
Yeah.
Zohran Mamdani has won the mayorship of New York City, which, by the way, I think that's a terrible job. I think that's an awful job to have.
It's impossible to probably. There's too many people. They're never going to be happy with you.
No matter what, you're going to have like 60 to 70% of people hate you afterwards. And there's a reason why you've never seen anybody that was the mayor of New York, at least recently, go on to bigger and better things in politics afterwards. You're going to walk out of there more beaten and bloody than you were before. It's not like a stepping stone job, even though it seems like it could be based on how prominent and high profile it is.
But what if you run into the prodigy? Like somebody who somehow navigates it and gets the approval rating, then that person becomes uber powerful. Like they go over the top. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be this. He's probably a bit too extreme for that. I don't know. Mm-hmm. We'll see. But that's it's very interesting to think about.
I think his problem is going to be that he is anything that he tries to accomplish there's so many people that are going to fight him tooth and nail every step of the way. I just don't think he's going to be able to deliver on a lot of the stuff that he says he's going to provide. So it seems like he's we'll see what happens. Just like when Trump got elected, it's like this is if good things happen, if he makes good stuff happen, then that's going to be. I'm not going to like hate on him for any of that.
No.
And some of the stuff like I don't mind the free buses. Yeah, give people free buses. No. That's cool.
Free childcare would be fucking
free childcare.
Great.
Like if you had pitched a lot of the stuff that we have right now back, like or some of the stuff that we have right now that was put into place like 100, 200 years ago. If you were to pitch that out of nowhere right now, people would be like, why are we giving free school, like free education? So I have to pay for everybody else's stupid ass kids to have daycare all day and to go in and to learn something and to get brainwashed. You're not taking that out of my paycheck. Like there's a lot of stuff that you could say is like commonly accepted and things that have been beneficial that if you were to pitch them fresh right now, we'd be like, fuck that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough thing because New York has more millionaires than any city in the entire world, I think, right?
I would assume.
I feel like there was a drop a pin question about this, and I can't remember the exact number, but I was shocked. And so, I mean, anytime you have that many rich people and then what is it going to be, like 52% taxes on them or whatever? I don't know. I feel like when you go to battle with rich people in the realm of politics, you're always destined to lose.
I think that I need to dive more into his actual like city tax breakdown. But from what I know about the guy, he seems like he is planning on taxing the like 1% of the 1% at a much higher rate.
Which I mean,
and if you make $1 million a year in New York, you're living very comfortably, but you are not scratching the surface of the wealthy in that city.
That's fair.
Yeah. So I think he's planning on going for like the 100 million and above bracket at a much more aggressive rate than anybody else.
Thank God you got out of there in time, PFT.
I do not have $100 million yet.
Big T, what do you think about the mayorship? Don't mess with the Zohran.
I don't live there, so I am concerned with some shifts in the electorate as a whole. I am deeply confused by the left's embrace of Islam, which is pretty directly antithetical to most of its purported views. But listen, I hope he does great.
I think he is embracing. He's not saying like we're not doing Sharia law in New York City.
Did I say that?
You said like embracing Islam.
Yeah.
As the mayor,
I think the left recently has been very, the Queers for Palestine movements, things like that, which when you look into what Muslims believe is not really jiving with.
that's like 100 people.
What do you mean?
In the Queers for Palestine.
Okay, but you would agree that the left generally has embraced Islam in the last 10 years.
but genocide's pretty bad.
That's a separate thing.
I would agree with that from T-Bob. I think that he is a Muslim mayor of New York City, and some people are like, well, are we forgetting 9/11? And if you know Muslim people, they're not like terrorists. They're not anti-America.
That's a separate issue. But there are Islam is a pretty regressive religion. Would you disagree with that?
Islam.
If you're like, if like any if you're like
yes.
a fundamentalist,
Yeah, it is.
So if you follow what
well, I
it
mean,
teaches-
look, there's a lot of fundamentalist Christians that are very regressive
Yeah.
and close-minded.
I don't think his religion, at least from what I've seen from what he's talked about, I don't think that his religion is going to have much of or any bearing at all on like how he's going to govern. How he's
Really?
gonna, yeah, I don't think so.
Interesting.
I
don't agree with that.
Isn't it isn't it just economic too as well?
What do you mean?
In terms of the embrace, like
For him?
No, in terms of the left, just because they want socialist more, like they want free buses and they want free. I mean, shit. We were talking about Huey P. Long before the show. That's how he was a populist. That's how gained all of his support. Was his sayings were like every man a king, a radio in every home, a chicken in every pot.
Yeah.
School books for children. Brought roads to rural Louisiana. Now he would grift every single place along the way that he could, but like these are tried and true populist messages.
That's actually the other thing is it's very interesting to me. He seems like the opposite side of the same coin as Trump in that he's a populist with these very effective on social media, very charismatic, going against the machine establishment, populism, and like all these ideas, and the same people who hate Trump for many different reasons, but his agenda, they're like these are legislative practices that will never work, whatever. This is the opposite side of the same coin to me.
I think he did a very good job of actively reaching out to Trump voters in New York City. And people always say, New York City, Los Angeles, California, these are liberals, these big cities. Like California as a state, that's a lib state. There's a shitload of Trump voters that live in New York City. There's a lot of them. If you look up like compared to other cities in the country, just by the numbers, there is a fuckload of Trump voters and supporters that live not only Manhattan but also like Queens and Brooklyn. So it's not like a monolith. And he did a very proactive job of talking to Trump voters and saying, what do you want to improve in New York City? What reason could I give you to support me? And he took some of their ideas in terms of what they wanted at home. And I actually do believe that like local government has probably a much bigger impact on your day-to-day life than national government does. So he tried to do that and tried to actively court Trump supporters. Again, I don't know how much of the stuff that he says that he is going to be able to deliver on will actually work, given how massive the bureaucracy is in New York City. And there are a lot of people that work in and around the city government that are not going to want to support him. So he's got a tough road ahead of him. But if he's able to give, I guess the one other question that a lot of people have had about him is just like public safety. And if you look by the numbers, New York is not what it was in like the 80s in terms of like how dangerous it is. There are some bad parts of New York. There are some parts that you definitely don't feel safe. And I know that the police are not feeling supported at all by Mamdani. And so I don't know how his policies when it comes to criminal justice are going to shake out in the real world. That's going to be kind of a roll of the dice, I think.
We had a Democratic governor in Louisiana recently, John Bel Edwards, who I thought was pretty solid. He won the election a lot in part because the right put up just like god awful candidates. Like I think it was like Vitter and stuff, but also he was a huge police supporter. Like I think that's actually a pretty shrewd move from anybody on the left is to maybe ignore your base in that regard a little bit and try to get them on your side.
Well, I think he said he's planning on keeping the current police chief.
Okay.
Which was kind of an olive branch after all of his policing comments came out.
I do think that would probably be a smart move. It's also just, it's so funny to watch Eric Adams on the way out being like, I left you guys a great city. Don't fuck it up. Like Eric Adams taking a victory lap right now. Eric Adams, he's such a clown, and he's always been a clown. And then Cuomo being like his big opposition, that was like the worst candidate that they could have run against him. Like zero moral high ground.
It's amazing
from Cuomo.
It's amazing the candidates that the machine puts forward at times. I
love Sliwa though. I think Sliwa would be a cool guy to have a beer with. I don't know if he drinks. Wouldn't want to go over to his apartment with all the cats, but he's a guy that very obviously loves New York and like cares deeply about it.
Yeah.
And he would have been a better choice than Cuomo.
He was the only one that called to congratulate Zohran.
Was he?
Mm-hmm.
Chill dude.
I mean, I was going to say that's disappointing from Cuomo, but I don't really care about congratulatory. And Adams. I don't really care about congratulatory phone calls.
I think it can possibly speak to other elements of your character.
That is true. Yes, that is true. Cuomo not calling. It doesn't really give me any new data points.
That's what I was saying. Where were your expectations set anyway, though? Big T, you mentioned being two sides of the same coin in terms of not ideology, but maybe praxis. And there's never been – so one of my favorite biographies I ever read was FDR's. I think it's just called FDR. I can't remember exactly. But I was stunned at how FDR and Trump were essentially the same person in terms of like political practices, like pragmatism, like how they would get their goals done, like stacking the Supreme Court. If you supported him, you were in. If you went against him, you were ruthlessly fucking cut down. So it's interesting to see when you have guys that are like ideologically completely on opposite ends of the spectrum, but both super effective because of how they handle things politically.
I mean, I said this about, we've talked about on the show a bunch. If Trump ran against Bernie Sanders in 2016, Bernie Sanders would have killed him.
I think so too,
Millions of people who voted for Trump would have voted for Bernie.
Yes.
Yeah,
because
I believe that.
They communicate effectively a remarkably similar message, and people don't even know what candidates' policies are.
Yeah. Bernie was very clear on what his policies were. You knew exactly where you stood. If he was against you, he would publicly be like, yeah, I don't like this person. And I think people respected the idea of a candidate who's at least been consistent on his messaging for 40 years.
And that's where I learned about
public service.
That's where I learned about superdelegates. As the Democrats just completely said fuck democracy and just made the superdelegates all vote for Hillary so Bernie couldn't win.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And now instead of doing any sort of primary or anything like that, Kamala was the nominee. And then yesterday we saw Kamala. Listen, Big T, I know that you're big on congratulatory messages that you send out after a tough electoral defeat. What do you think about when a political opponent passes away?
In terms of what, like sending out a
public message, yeah.
I mean, if you're in one of those positions, I suppose it's kind of customary to do. I don't begrudge anyone who does or doesn't, unless you say something like if you're like, fuck that person, rest in piss, whatever, like you're kind of an asshole.
Yeah,
but
I would agree with that.
But if you don't, I don't care if someone does or doesn't do that.
She took the opposite route. She said, I am saddened to learn of the passing of former Vice President Dick Cheney. Vice President Cheney was a devoted public servant from the halls of Congress to many positions of leadership in multiple presidential administrations. His passing marks the loss of a figure who, with a strong sense of dedication, gave so much of his life to the country he loved. Doug and I are keeping Len, their daughters Liz and Mary, and the entire Cheney family in our thoughts during this difficult time.
I mean, that's like, to me, that's what I think I don't appreciate all the time about DC and politics in general. Is like, at the end of the day, these people are peers.
It makes me think like they're friends.
Yeah, and you think about your peer, and you know DC, I would imagine, very well. So like, you could probably speak to this, but yeah, they're like, these people go to the same bars, and they're getting drinks and chopping it up behind the scenes, hanging out. Because think about any business that you're in, even if you're maybe at odds, I'm using air quotes with someone, like, you still have an appreciation because y'all can relate on what the job is. Yeah. And so that's what that comic kind of
you kind of got like. You got to go along to get along a little bit. Yeah. So I'm of the mindset, to paraphrase the great Twitter account Drill.
Oh man!
Under no circumstances do you have to hand it to Dick Cheney. Like, he was a thoughtful leader, a dedicated public servant. Like 2 million people died because of this guy.
Do you think this was part of the agreement to get his endorsement?
That when you die, I'll tweet about you. He'd probably take that deal. Maybe. I just think that, like, come on. Dick Cheney.
Got to give it to him.
We've reached the point where we're sucking off Dick Cheney.
I think death is one of those things, though, man. We all fear it so much that anytime somebody passes on, it's like, I don't know. You always get remembered positively. And Very rare is a person that gets rest and piss on the way out.
And I don't think she doesn't mean it. It's just like a thing they do.
Yeah. She might be thinking, like, what about when I die? I hope people say nice things about me, even my political opponents. I hope Donald Trump tweets something out nice if I die before him. That's what she's thinking. But yeah, fucking Dick Cheney. Maybe the 2 million's too high. I forget what the exact figure is. I know it was over 1 million. Because he had a hard-on for invading Iraq. And I guess, Big T, I don't know if you weren't old enough to remember the run-up to that war. But like, he just completely said, hey, I still don't like the fact that Bush did. I think Bush is a piece of shit too. But Bush at least had the excuse of, this guy tried to kill my dad. And so that goes a long way when you're like, why do you want to invade this country? He tried to kill my dad.
True.
I understand that beef. Dick Cheney was just like, we're going to make so much
We're going to make so much. Hey, military industrial complex, baby.
You're going to be rich beyond your wildest dreams if we invade this country.
Can I ask a question?
Yep.
About that? He was vice president at the time.
Yep.
So I don't know if it's the same rules as like when you're president and your outside businesses making money and everything. How was he making so much money on the Iraq War?
All right, so
stocks or something.
So he was the CEO of Halliburton.
Yeah,
and that is
a defense contractor.
Is that like Palantir kind of?
No, well, they're both contractors, but Halliburton, they provided like services, like transportation services, housing services. They did a lot of like the truck driving over there, hauling, the rebuilding of Iraq after it was invaded.
Okay.
And so they were a defense contractor, and the Department of Defense, they said, let's give out some no-bid contracts. So we're not even going to put it up for dispute. Gave away a bunch of these services to people that were very friendly with them politically. Then those companies made a lot of money. I don't know what the exact terms of Dick Cheney's investments were, or
so did he get it through like just shareholding?
Any points that he had? I don't know exactly where he stood with all those, but he was a big player when it came to being he was very high up and very well connected with a lot of those companies. And when he was actually, I think actually, I want to look this up. I want to make sure he was CEO of Halliburton. Let's see.
Because I know I love the movie Vice, randomly enough,
the
Dick Cheney movie.
Yeah.
And I know in that, like, from that movie, when George Bush asked him to be vice president, he was like, well, it's a symbolic job and I have a really good job. Like, why would I leave it? Like, you would have to make this job mean something.
Yeah, he was super powerful. He was maybe the most powerful vice president that we've ever
That's what I was going to ask. I don't know enough about presidential history, but was he?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yes, Dick Cheney absolutely was. He was calling a lot of the shots. He was instrumental. I think on 9/11, I think on that day, he went to the National Security Advisors and said, this is Saddam Hussein. Find a link. with Saddam Hussein. He on day one. He wanted to do that. So he was CEO, yes, of Halliburton from 1995 until like he accepted the nomination. Also,
so back then you used to have to
divest.
Still stop you. You still technically. I mean, he didn't really stop. He found ways around it, but you at least publicly back then.
Yeah,
we used to still believe that you couldn't hold that title and political office.
Jimmy Carter sold his peanut farm.
I know that's the best. That's
he
the
had a peanut
best,
farm.
dude.
He got elected president. He was like, I can't have anybody think that I'm secondhand dealing. I got to sell the peanut farm. It's going to break my heart to do it. But
Now look at us.
But
we're
going
gonna
to
put a Trump Tower on Gaza Strip.
It must be done.
It's gonna be beautiful.
I'm trying to learn more about the whole Binance situation and the stable coin. And I don't have a deep enough knowledge base to truly understand what's going on with the stable coins.
Do you ever watch CoffeeZilla?
Sometimes, yeah.
I love CoffeeZilla. His other channel, Voidzilla, is very good for keeping up with all crypto scams and whatnot.
My problem is I need it to be dumbed down even further than that. Because I've tried to watch some of them, and then I get lost in the minutia of how the crypto trading platforms work.
Did you never get sucked into the allure of this is going to make you so rich? I went through a crypto phase.
I did purchase Dogecoin at one point, and I made some money off that. That was kind of nice, but I had no idea what was going on with it whatsoever. It was just like, number go up.
I mean, there's like, we live in a day and age, speaking of the peanut farm, where like the president had Trump coin. And the craziest thing about that is they never even had to sell, so they could avoid kind of rug pulling accusations. Because I don't know the exact, like I understand, I don't know the exact dynamics at play, but they were in control of. So on every trade, there's like a charge, and they were in control of the company that took that little bit of the charge on the trade. So they made millions, yes, on trading fees, millions and millions, and never had to sell their coin.
Which seems.
But how the fuck does the president have a fucking meme coin?
Well,
and the first lady.
I think technically it might be his sons that run it.
Yeah, they're all about crypto.
I did see that interview. He's like, yeah, this is really my son's business. They know all about. They're very enthusiastic about the crypto, and we want to be number one in the world in crypto.
It's the most scammy financial marketplace that could possibly exist.
Yeah,
because there's no real regulations, and it is solely there to transfer money from poor people to people with inside information.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane. You saw the other day
and you're buying and selling nothing.
Nothing. T, what was what did somebody short the other day? Oh, fuck.
Oh, it was I saw what you're talking about.
It had to do with tariff tweets from Trump, and some guy shorted some. I can't remember the exact.
It was food something, right?
He shorted something that, like, nobody had any idea this stuff was coming. And then he shorts it and continues to make money up until I think like a minute or two before this new Trump tweet came out that made everything that he was betting on like come to fruition. And you have no idea who it is because you can't. You can trace to the wallet, but you can't know who owns the wallet unless you found some sort of like social engineering linkage to it or something.
Right.
We're talking about different things. I saw somebody, he was joking, but I think it was real. He was like, I shorted Indian restaurants or something. I'll have to find it. I'll have to find it.
So yeah, that's Dick Cheney talk, I guess. That's my bit for Dick Cheney.
I love Christian Bale's performance in Vice.
Yeah, he was very good. Very good.
I think that's the best part of Dick Cheney is that movie.
I watched that movie in a theater in I believe it was McLean, Virginia, and Senator Richard Gephardt was sitting next to me.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
How do you take the movie?
I didn't really have much of an emotional reaction to anything. He's always been kind of a even-keeled, stately man.
I just don't remember. Or as a kid, I vaguely remember Dick Cheney shooting someone.
Yes,
but I've never come to the story as an adult, so I don't know what actually they were like pheasant hunting or something.
Okay, so yeah, so I guess we'll do a We'll do an epilogue for the obituary. He also shot his buddy.
Did he die?
No, his friend didn't. In fact, his friend apologized in a news interview for getting shot in the face. Yeah. So they were going hunting.
Was his friend Kate?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, didn't see you
I was
there.
in your way.
Yeah, they were going hunting together, and Cheney fired birdshot, hit him in the face and the neck, put him in the hospital, and then he was like, "Yeah, it was my mistake. I should not have been standing there." Which, I mean, I don't know enough about that particular type of hunting and where they were standing and all that.
Okay,
I don't know that Dick Cheney would have shot his friend in the face. I feel like he was a man that was operating at levels. Like he would have had a guy to do that for him.
I mean, that is though the most powerful. Like that's how you know you're the most powerful vice president ever existed. Is you shot a man and he apologized for being in the way.
Yeah, sorry about standing in front of your gun.
Yeah, it looks like it was a Bitcoin short and Ethereum short, and it was tied to Trump tariff threats that nobody knew about.
Okay.
Until the minute, and somebody made $190 million in profit in under 24 hours.
Holy shit!
So like insider trading is just in the crypto space, it's completely legal.
That's crazy. And I don't think that there's a way that you can really police it now. It feels like the genie's out of the bottle, toothpaste out of the tube.
Well, and
it's so anonymous.
Because you could argue that because the current administration is in the space and making money on the space, they have no desire to police it either.
Yeah, that's also true. All right, so that was Dick Cheney. You do not, under any circumstances, have to hand it to him.
I love that his name is Dick.
Speaking of vice presidents, I was walking past the gambling cave the other day, and I heard the Yak discuss this. I don't know if they ever got back around to it, but somebody made a joke about Al Gore inventing the internet, and then everyone laughed at it, and then they said, "Wait, why do we laugh at that? No one really knows the story behind."
I don't know it either. I just remember that being
Che
a talking
thought
point.
it was real.
Yeah, Che thought that he actually invented the internet.
Yes.
Which is very funny. But then you got to see them all kind of realize, like, hey, where does that come from?
I actually don't know. I just remember hearing that as a kid.
So he kind of took credit for the internet because when he was in Congress, there was a bill that he passed that had funding for the development of the internet as it was, like, I guess just kind of a new thing.
Yeah.
It was like one place that was working on this type of technology that he got taxpayer money. His name was on a bill that ended up having money that went to that one group of researchers. And then that group of researchers did some good work. But it's not like he invented the internet, and there were a lot of other people that were working on it.
Yeah.
So Al Gore kind of claimed, that's a bold thing to claim. And it's not true that he invented the internet.
The internet was hot at the time, though. He thought it was going to get him political brownie points, I remember, and then it just ended up becoming a joke. I mean, I remember South Park joking about it. Obviously, his political opponents joked about it.
Yeah, you can't claim that you invented the internet.
No.
You can't even think about taking credit. Even if Al Gore personally was like, I really think that the internet in 30 years is going to provide high definition streaming services that will then be canceled by ESPN because they are too greedy and don't want you to watch Monday Night Football. I believe in the future of this product.
T, who did invent the internet? I mean, are we talking the 60s?
It was like CERN, that thing in Switzerland that had the Large Hadron Collider.
Yeah. I love all the CERN theories that were already like
DARPA,
like Mandela. What's
what?
DARPA?
I think DARPA helped to invent the internet.
I think it was at CERN.
The department, it was like a part of it was like a military, U.S. military funded thing, or at least the email part was.
That may be true. I've always heard. I'm seeing Tim Berners-Lee is the guy most commonly credited with it.
We should know that guy's name.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Like
Yeah.
if like that should be a bigger name.
And
Yeah.
he worked at CERN.
Okay.
So have you heard the theories that like the reason why we have the Mandela effect with certain things, like
Yeah.
Pikachu's tail and everything, is because CERN has already launched us into alternate realities?
Yeah, we've talked about that. We had a guy on that wrote a book, or I don't know, did a TV show or something about the Mandela effect, and then he just provided us a bunch of Mandela effect examples that were just complete and total bullshit.
It was the worst, one of the worst episodes we've ever done.
I thought he was joking. He was like, that's the jingle for the Ace Hardware store. Ace is the place, and then he asked us to finish
Helpful
it.
Hardware store.
And he was like, it used to be Hardware Man. And everyone remembers Hardware Man. And we're like, what?
I don't know.
No,
I've never heard Hardware Man in my life.
Nobody's heard of that.
Maybe he just got shifted.
I think
No, they were all just things that had changed. He was like, have you ever noticed in the logo for Coca-Cola, it used to have a dash. Now it's like a little square. And it's like, yeah, they just changed it in the last 80 years. I'm going through trying to find Arian in my texts from during the episode because he was just texting me like, we got to get the fuck out of here.
Was it worse than Chief's microplastics episode?
Unfortunately, no.
I still haven't made my way through that whole episode. Arian's here.
That is torture. Who would do that?
I kind of want to listen to it just because it's become part of the lore of the show.
Shit, it's horrible.
I've started, and then Chief wasn't back on the show for like
Years.
4 years.
No, I think I was on the show when Chief finally came back.
I think that topic is just shit.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with Chief. Chief is we love having him on.
I have Arian's text from we're going back and forth while we're recording. Looks like his breath stinks. He's this MF Eric owes me an hour of my life with interest. There's some other ones that I
it's
can't
true.
repeat.
It's
but.
true. It is
man, that shit was horrible, okay.
Aaron, how you doing?
I'm great, man.
We got T-Bob in here today.
What's up, Aaron?
I see. What's up, baby?
Chill.
There was
See, you got a fucking mullet too.
I got a fucking mullet.
Yeah.
I like how you said that.
Gross.
Oh, come on, man.
No,
Come on, dude. Everyone.
Wait, does he get the seal of approval, Aaron?
mullets are horrible. G.
I
What?
disagree.
It screams Confederacy. It just screams.
No, it could also be.
And, you know,
It could
it just the wind hits it and it goes states' rights in the back.
It could also be Australian coded.
Oh,
I don't know.
You ever
enough
seen
about
Girthmaster?
Australians, man, I'll be honest.
You're a good cunt.
States' rights. Yeah.
States' rights.
that's right.
States'
I'm
rights,
Australian.
mate.
I'm Australian Southerner. States' rights.
States' rights, mate.
States' rights. Hands off me gun.
Isn't that the Outback? The Australian South?
End off,
Yeah.
end off my gun.
That was a little British. Yeah. Oh, whatever. I like it. I'll tell you what, man.
How long do you plan on keeping that?
You got to roll with it.
He's locked in.
Like
That's
6
a
months?
decision.
For
For the
year?
foreseeable
lifestyle.
future.
Okay.
I took my first shower this morning.
Had it feel so much better.
Oh my God.
Had it feel so much
It
better.
was the best shower of my entire life.
Wow.
Yeah.
I highly recommend. I washed my legs and everything. You know what? I realized this. I think a big part of the reason why I just in the past have let the soap trickle down
Yeah.
is because I got no time anymore if I'm showering with long hair.
No, it's crazy.
It takes up so much time.
Imagine us.
Yeah, listen, I get it. Like I had hair like you guys for a very long time, and if I'm doing a full-on shampoo, condition, and also the rest of it, I'm looking at 12 to 15 minutes in the shower. And I got in this morning, I did the shampoo, like 30 seconds,
Goes
rinsed
out
out,
so quick.
conditioner, 30 seconds, rinsed out. I had all the time in the world. I treated myself, gave myself a mani-pedi, and by that I mean I washed my arms and my legs fully.
awesome.
I got all this time on my hands. I'm going to be so efficient.
I don't go past my shins.
Yeah, because it does trickle down.
Yeah.
Yeah, the soap gets there.
I agree.
Arian, I'm actually curious, since you said you're a 30-minute bathroom guy, how long are you showering?
I'm a 30-minute toilet guy, not a bathroom guy. Like,
What's the distinction?
there's many things in the bathroom. There's a
Okay,
sink,
sure.
there's a-
Yes. So, but how long are you showering?
That could be like 15. Like 15. That depends. If I'm just doing the wash and the shampoo and conditioner, 10. But if I wanna, enjoy, let the shower run down my back, put some YouTube on, I could be in there 30, 40 minutes. easy.
YouTube.
Yeah, I put YouTube on
Oh,
in the
yeah.
shower as well, actually.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I watch
Like,
a
are you-
lot of Voidzilla.
Are you taking your phone into the shower?
Yeah, this phone
Yeah.
case is really good, and I have like a perfect little shelf that it can sit on and not get wet.
That's
I got a little
huge.
indentation on the wall.
Me
and
too.
you just sit there, boom, plop it up. and I could just sit there and water on my back. You know, you kind of just sit there, you get a little, you know, on top. You know, you fill it up and let it run down. You know?
I shower 3 times a day.
That's a bit excessive, but you do work out.
It's like my superpower. Like if I'm tired, take a shower, I'm fucking money. I'm good to go.
You get back?
Yeah. So I sleep like 4 to 5 hours a night. So I take one when I wake up, take one after workout, take one before bed.
You go cold shower?
No.
Sometimes I try a cold shower.
It's so painful.
I'm like, fuck this.
No, dude.
Immediately.
There's certain things in my life I'm like, I'm going to treat myself.
Yeah.
And not taking cold showers is one of them.
Sometimes I'll get in when it's still a little bit cold, as the water hasn't fully heated up yet, and then that's my cold shower. It's like I'll stand there when it's like 60 degrees in the shower, and then let it cook all the way up to like 95.
Well, and that's where you get the that's like, you know, sometimes when you're really thirsty, sometimes I'll almost put off getting water a little bit. Because then when you get the water, it tastes so fucking good. So that's kind of like that conceptually.
Yeah.
Where that immediate bit of cold helps you appreciate the relief so much more.
It does.
Explain this to me. So you're thirsty.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm just going to wait a little while to make it better.
Just juice it up a little bit.
How long?
Not too long. And it probably happens more naturally where I'm just like, not like actively like, I'm not going to allow myself water, but... I don't know. It just becomes more satisfying.
That's
eventually.
a football guy mentality right there.
Water is weakness.
Water makes you weak.
Water makes you weak. Yeah. Just swish and spit. Swish and spit.
That was the coolest part though about playing college football versus like high school and stuff, or maybe most like pampered part that I thought was ridiculous in high school, but in college I came to like rely on it, was just other people squirting water in your mouth.
Yeah.
Like it's actually ridiculous conceptually. You just stand there and open your mouth and they have to come around and give you water.
But I don't like that. I want to control my own flow.
You can really enter a flow state with these trainers though. It's tough to explain, but in my experience, you could very much get to a point where like it was the perfect amount.
You have a rapport.
Yeah, exactly what you needed. You know, everybody runs out there. It's like a pit crew.
Yeah,
like lubing up, you know, filling the gas. But it's just so funny. Like your hands are on your hips. You just can't even be bothered to grab a water bottle and squirt it in your own mouth.
Mm-hmm. It is funny seeing the people on the side sprinting up, like, the pit crew.
Did y'all in high school have like the PVC pipe trough?
Oh yeah, the horse.
That's what we had.
We didn't have that.
Yeah, the water horse.
Yeah, there were no bottles. It was a 10-foot like rectangle of PVC pipe with a hose running into it, and it had the holes poked in the top,
and you
water
just
would
like
spout
lean
out.
over
Yeah.
and okay.
And the flow on this thing was terrible.
Awful.
It was you got like no water.
You're going mouth to hole, like,
and you're still getting nothing.
It was a trickle of water. Like I piss in a thicker stream that's more productive than some of these water horses that were just trying. It was so sad. You go up to it, you'd be so thirsty. Oh, great, it's a water break. And you get maybe a half mouthful of water.
We used to have, and this was in high school and college actually, that just like the coolers are like the 4 hoses coming off of him, and those things spray hard.
Yeah.
They get after it.
Yeah. The like Octobong type thing.
Yes. Oh, they're so good. I remember too, my high school tried to go through a stretch where, you know how like scientifically like warm or room temperature water hydrates you more effectively?
Yeah.
They tried that, but I think it's fascinating because I don't care what the physical science is. The mental cost of trying to drink room temperature water when it's 100 degrees with 100% humidity outweighs any and all physical benefits. I mean,
agree.
it's fucking terrible.
Supposed to be better for you.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, yes, like it's supposed to be like a physical advantage, but
it
the
sucks.
mental cost, I think, just completely depletes any advantages given.
And I don't believe that. When
yeah, I
they're
mean,
like,
I'm kind of with you.
your body can regulate it faster, whatever the hell. I don't care, and that's probably fake anyway. People have been drinking cold water for thousands of years. I think it's going to be just fine.
Yeah, it's like a matter of seconds to
Yeah.
make that water warm enough for your body to absorb it. I don't care what the science says out there. The red Coleman thermos with like half filled up with ice, you know the one that I'm talking about?
Big jug.
The personal one. That thing, water has never been colder than drinking out of that thing. That was the Stanley Cup for guys.
I feel like we've come a long way.
I'm gonna start carrying one around like my own Stanley Cup, except it's going to be a 1993 Coleman thermos that's constantly half filled up with ice, sloshing around. And I'm going to be so much more refreshed than anyone out there that went and spent like $70 on a water bottle with a straw.
That's actually one of my favorite benefits of working here is having unlimited cold waters and electrolytes just on tap.
It's everywhere.
Just ready to go.
For $38 on eBay, you can get the cup and the cooler.
I'm in. Say less.
The cooler is very that like rockets me back to my childhood. The slide over, is it like the slide over the top? Like it's like, yeah.
You could fit so many barrel drinks in there. That thermos. Oh,
and that's old too. That 92. You said 93.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a 92.
That's a good year. Coleman I'm going to buy that right now.
What were you doing in 92?
I was at soccer practice. at Hutchinson Elementary, sweating my balls off.
Now, before you buy that one, there is a co-branded Marlboro.
Oh, wow.
For $13.
Okay, that one looks like they just slapped the sticker on there.
You think?
I don't think that's straight off the factory line.
I think that's on there.
You know what? I appreciate the aesthetic of that. I think it might be. I can either have a mullet or have that thermos, but I don't think I can have both. The cigarette themed water thermos.
No, dude, they're real because there's more.
I would have loved to have that 3 days ago.
2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago. You understand what I'm saying?
Nobody has to know. I guess if you're carrying around the office.
Full states' rights.
Yeah, full states' rights for sure on that. Like I was thinking about maybe buying one of those double guitars last week.
You can't do that with a mullet?
It might look better with the mullet.
It might
now that I
actually
think
pretty
about
sick.
it.
What are the brands you can't be associated with now that you have a mullet?
Do you mean like from an advertiser's perspective, or like what brands would potentially want to do business with a mulleted man that now would be like that's too far?
What would increase Arian's take?
Yes, the opposite. What can you not be seen with for fear of
Arian
creating the wrong narrative?
Let's see. I don't think I can. I got to say no to Mellow Yellow.
Okay, are they still around?
Respectfully, every now and again you run into a Mellow Yellow at a soda fountain. Yeah, I've seen it.
Is all camo off the table?
I don't want to say all camo.
Can you eat at Waffle House?
Yes,
I think you can still eat at Waffle House. Actually,
yeah, Waffle House.
I think it's actually required.
Accepting of everybody. I can't put those giant KC headlights on my Jeep.
Okay.
No.
The KC headlights. It's too far. I would say probably a knife company.
Are no fear stickers allowed?
No fear, yes. Big Johnson, no.
Don't tread on me.
The Gadsden flag.
Yeah.
That might have been out from. I mean, that might have been out even pre-mullet.
But like OG Gadsden flag people, they got to be like, hey, wait, I like it. I liked it before it was lame. You know. It's a good question though, Big T. I think I'll have to consider a little bit more. The Jinkos are they're gonna hit harder now.
Yep.
There's a lot about me that was kind of mullet adjacent in terms of my
T. I don't know if you can
spirit.
understand how cool Jinkos were when we were younger. I used to want a pair so badly, and my parents wouldn't allow me to buy one. It's one of the great disappointments of my childhood that I've yet to rectify.
Did you want the big wide leg ones?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I wanted a wallet chain.
Oh yeah,
and just some big Jinkos where you couldn't see my shoes.
Maybe some airwalks under there. Oh. I told the story on this show, but I'll tell you, T-Bob. I wanted Jinkos more than anything, and my parents finally, before 7th grade, they were like, "We're gonna get you a pair of Jinkos." And then my mom came home, and it was like the skinniest leg version of Jinkos.
No,
they were just like
defeats the purpose.
They were just normal jeans, and then I wore them to school on the first day of school because I was like, I'm back to school shopping, got my Jinkos. And then everyone was like, those aren't even Jinkos, dude. I was like, yes, they are. Check the tag. Those are Jinkos. It was.
So those were actually cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every school had one guy that had like the biggest Jinkos. There was the Jinko guy every school. And this guy had the elephant pockets, the kangaroos, the mammoth ones. And I still remember that guy to this very day. And yeah, you could fit probably probably 4 7th graders in each leg.
What's his name?
I don't want to put him out there.
6th
Well,
grade.
he was cool.
If you went to Herndon Middle School, you know who I'm talking about.
6th grade T-Bob wanted more than anything in the world frosted tips, a wallet chain, and Jinkos.
Yeah.
Are
Those
these
were
back?
the days for y'all. Those were, to me, like the the boy garage punk band.
Yeah.
Like them. I miss those days for y'all. I miss them for y'all. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was a fan of that shit. Green Day.
I feel like
Oasis.
am I crazy, or have I seen online that like pop punk white boy culture and like black culture are having a moment together right now? I saw
seen a
some
few.
TikToks of like
There's a dude I just listened to. Let me shout him out. Hold on. There's a dude I just listened to who had that vibe. Dwayne.
Okay.
DE''Wayne, WAYNE. I listened to this dude's whole album, and it's a whole bunch of shit like that, like real emo pop punk shit. I fucking loved it, dog. And he just came out with a song called "Yes I Do," and it's like a Minneapolis, 80s funk Prince vibe, and that shit is hard, dog. I love that type shit. That when young people are starting to get creative with their music, I loved it.
shout out
Absolutely loved
Dwayne.
He's got a great haircut, Arian.
Does he have a mullet?
He's got a
No, I
mullet.
hate that shit.
He's got a mullet.
Hate that shit. Hate that shit. That will not grow on me literally or figuratively.
Me and Dwayne. There's also another band out there called The Paradox that a lot of people saw. They went viral on Instagram, and now they're opening up for Green Day.
That's a good name.
And I think they're like maybe teenagers, maybe in their 20s, early 20s. But it's a black pop punk band, and when you listen to them, it sounds like early 2000s emo. It's pretty incredible.
Drewski does a very good pop punk singing voice.
He does everything
when he
good.
wants to. I know.
Drewski's super talented.
That's dude. So I was obsessed with him for years, and through one of my friends, I finally got to hang out with him for an entire night,
Yeah.
and I just fucking blew it. I don't think he liked me at all.
Oh no.
Yeah,
You come on too strong?
I don't know. I was so nervous before I like backed into a car. I was basically having an anxiety attack when I showed up to dinner, and like then he started clowning me, and I couldn't keep. I just like. I still think back in it like, fuck, man. I had my one shot to be boys.
If he clowned you, well, it depends on how he's clowning you.
It didn't. I don't think it was like, yeah, I don't know.
Because I mean, there's a difference. I guess there's, but usually when we clown y'all, it's because we fuck with.
Oh no, for sure. And I know the difference. And and like his boys, they were all from Atlanta. I was from Atlanta. I got me and his boys. We ended up playing blackjack together, and we ended up being pretty cool. But I don't think Drewski liked me.
Was that the night that Hank hung out with him too?
Yeah.
Because Hank had the same reaction the next day. Like, I blew hanging out with Drewski.
Yeah. I woke up that night on a toilet at 6:30 a.m. in the LaBerge Casino.
Yeah.
With thousands of dollars of chips in my pocket. Blackout. Had no idea how I had gotten there.
Drewski must get that from white people a lot. I feel like he hangs out with a lot of people that are so nervous to hang out with Drewski because they love him, and then they want to be cool with Drewski, and then they get really drunk or take it too far, and then he's like, this guy's kind of at some point Drewski's got to be like, I don't know what it is about white people, but they love getting really drunk around me.
Thankfully, I didn't. Now, when I would have gotten a blackout stage, that would have been, I think that was post Drewski, because I remember everything up until we left. But then I saw Mr. Making Money in the casino, and I ended up just doing my own degenerate thing, and I don't know what happened.
Then the night went sideways after hanging out with Raul.
Well, I woke up and I had no phone, and then I went to security and I found my phone and I found a video, and I guess I had gone outside to smoke cigarettes on a bench and fallen asleep and dropped my phone, and then I don't know.
Because I mean, the story.
My wife was ready to kill me.
Hank had like that exact same story about hanging out with Drewski, and then we just started telling him that he puked at the blackjack table, which I don't think he actually did, but we just started saying it to mess with him, and until we said it so much that now we believe that he kind of did.
I think me and Hank,
which I guess is just gaslighting. Now that I'm saying it out loud,
that is absolutely gaslighting. Yeah.
But I'm also gaslighting. We gaslit ourselves because we told the lie so much. So I'm a victim in this, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Victim. Yeah. You should apologize to yourself.
I'm sorry, PFT. It's okay.
I assume, just to go back to the Jinko thing, I assume these are back.
Oh yeah, I purchased a pair 2 years ago.
What did a pair of Jinkos cost back in the day?
I don't know.
All right, so
130.
yeah,
No,
I would say around 100.
Yeah, around 100-ish. Yeah.
Okay, so then they probably really haven't gone up all that much.
Yeah.
With inflation, they're $260.
Yeah, I mean that's
So I just got a pair for my daughter. My daughter wanted a pair.
Really?
Word? She's like, yeah. Oh yeah, 16. She's like,
That's crazy.
because she used to clown. I used to show her pictures of when I was growing up. Like I'll send a picture to the group chat of the shit we used to wear, and she used to clown that shit. And I'm like, oh, look at you with the baggy shit on.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, man, it's coming back. You were right. I was like, no, I was wrong. That shit is horrible.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a great day when the youth are all just wearing Jinkos and skateboarding again, dyeing their hair, listen to rap rock. Rap rock's probably coming back.
I used to skate. You used to skateboard?
I used to love I've never put more time and showed so little improvement at skateboarding. I was obsessed.
I've never really been able to do it. All my friends skateboarded. I couldn't.
I could ollie and used to could kind of kickflip, but not anymore. There's no
I think
way.
I landed like 2 kickflips in my life, and I probably tried like 10,000.
Yeah, just stand on that board for an hour.
Oh, bro.
Hit
I nailed
yourself in
the pop shove it the other day in the cold open.
That's right. Yeah.
I wake up bar stool with the carpet.
What about the tech decks?
Oh,
The
yeah.
finger skateboards.
Oh, I'm killing with that shit.
Those were a big point of contention with teachers.
Yeah.
I just joined Instagram like 3 years ago, probably, or something. And one of the first things I got obsessed with was modern finger skateboarding culture. And I bought a new little finger skateboard to try to get really good at it. And it was way harder than I remembered.
Yeah.
Like I was dog shit at it.
Were you like trying to play by the rules?
Yeah. I wasn't like cheating and grabbing. I was trying to, because these people are like really ollieing and really flipping and landing. It's like, it doesn't stick to my fingers in the same way that I remember the tech deck sticking to my fingers.
I wonder if there's like a spider tack controversy with the tech deck guys. Like,
oh,
if
there
they've got
could be. Yeah,
adhesive
absolutely.
substances on their hands.
Want to take a quick break to talk to you about Kraken. If you're going to trade crypto, do it right. No sketchy platforms, no sketchier customer support. That's why we only trust Kraken. Kraken lets you buy, sell, and swap over 300 cryptos without the lag, crashes, or clownery. Buying crypto manually, that's old school. Recurring buys let you automate your investments so you stack sats without even thinking about it. DCA done right, buy more when prices dip, less when they spike. Link your bank in minutes, set it, forget it, and let your portfolio grow. Kraken Pay instant crypto payments, no more excuses. Whether you're covering a lost bet, splitting the tab after a night out, or sending funds for the next wild adventure, Kraken Pay lets you move money instantly with zero fees and no banks holding things up. And refer your friends, Kraken will hook you up with up to $200 in USDG just for spreading the love. So quit waiting, head to kraken.com/barstool. Not investment advice. Crypto trading involves risk of loss and is offered to U.S. customers excluding Washington, New York, and Maine through Payward Interactive, Inc.
You guys want to talk a little bit about the Knights Templar?
Oh,
what do you know? Do you know anything about the Knights Templar, T-Bob?
Okay, so here's what I guess I would say. I've just when I think Knights Templar, I think of this. I think of the first ever bankers.
Yeah.
In terms of the Crusades, you could carry like letters of writ or whatever, where you could, this is X amount of money. You show up in Jerusalem or wherever, and you give it to a Knights Templar bank, and you get the money. I think of it's a massacre. Is it Valentine's Day? Where there is a date that we still celebrate in which the Templars were kind of betrayed and a lot of them were killed. That I think is Valentine's Day. I could be wrong on that.
Well, they all got executed because the King of France. So they since they were bankers and they had a lot of money from some of the treasure that they uncovered during the Crusades, they would loan out money, and they loaned out money to a lot of the kings of Europe if they needed to fund a war. Yeah. So the King of France, in his war against the British, he's like, I'm running out of money. There's only one person I can go to, or one group I can go to. And it was King Philip IV. And he went to the Knights Templar and borrowed a shitload of money, borrowed so much that he could never, ever repay them back. And he was like, it'd actually just be way easier if I killed all of them.
I mean,
that's kind of on the Knights Templar to realize, I've loaned this guy $5 trillion and I'm going to visit him every month. And he's the king. We're probably all going to get killed. for all this stuff. So it was October 13th is when they started to round them up. It was 1307. And they did a simultaneous raid on every Templar house in the country. And they arrested everybody, which I think it's probably Friday the 13th.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Yes,
Yeah.
Friday the 13th.
So Friday the 13th is an unlucky date because that's when all the Templar Knights were apprehended, and then later they were executed. And in order to justify more arrests, they would torture the Knights until they like gave up information or just made up stories, accusing people or giving testimony to cases that they were already pursuing, where they would implicate like a friend of theirs that maybe wasn't at all responsible for any like plot against the king or anything like that. But then there was one guy named Molay, Jacques de Molay. He was the Grand Master of the Templars, and he was executed. They were burning him at the stake, and he cried out a curse against everybody that had falsely accused him, the king and the pope included. He said, "Meet me before God within a year, you cowards." And then the Pope died.
That's
cold.
shit.
That's
Yeah,
fucking cold.
When you going out, that shit hard. Like, hey, you fucking cowards. Woo!
Yeah.
I know they felt
Meet
that
me
shit when they looking
before
at it. They're
God.
like, damn, that was kind of cold. I'd fuck around, take them off. Like, you know what? As a man's dying and he said some real shit like that, I'll tend to believe him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then King Philip, one of the guys that he cursed the Pope and the king. The king died later that year.
Wow.
He had a stroke, and the Pope died 1 month later. And during his funeral in a cathedral, the church got hit by lightning and burned to the ground.
No fucking
That
way,
kind of goes
dude.
crazy.
That goes crazy.
No way.
Yeah,
That's kind of lit.
Molay.
yeah.
Oh
Molay.
my God, dude.
Jacques de Molay. He was a real one. But yeah, they were like kind of a secret society. They were like bankers, soldiers, adventurers. They also had they were kind of incels. By definition, they were incels actually.
In what way?
If you were a knight, you were not allowed to have sex. You were not allowed to kiss a woman.
That would be a vol cell.
But it's your boss. It's kind of your boss telling you. Yeah, maybe a vol cell.
You're taking that vow.
It might be a vol cell.
Okay, so wait, the Volcel's like you're volunteering for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Has anybody ever made that joke about Tennessee?
Not that I'm aware of.
The vol cells?
No.
It'd be a good joke to make.
I don't
And so
know.
just file that one away
Okay.
in the future. Or at least get ready.
I'm sure you'll find use for it.
Get ready to have like a response to anybody that calls you a vol cell. Like you should have one in
Yeah.
the chamber in case somebody brings that up.
Okay. I always have one in the chamber.
The craziest part to me about the Crusades is still that like Europe, and I think this was partially due to the plague and whatnot, but like everything was so destabilized that you had all these men at arms, these knights, and everybody who had nothing to do and no life skills, and so they were just robbing everybody. Just robbing Europe blind, killing the townsfolk, extorting towns. And so they had to make up this crusade to get them all the fuck out of Europe and like give them something to go do.
Give them a project.
Yeah, like you guys are fucking out of control right now.
Yeah.
You need to go do something.
It's like when my dog Blake, when he gets rowdy in the house and he starts like going on the hunt for my socks and shit and just chewing everything up. I'm like, you got to go to daycare.
Go to Jerusalem.
Yeah, go to Jerusalem.
Go
Blake.
win back Jerusalem.
Yeah, and they were thinking like, there's no chance they actually make it there. And then they started a holy war. But yeah, they had a bunch of rules for the Knights Templar. So you couldn't kiss a woman, not even your mother. They had to be dressed very neatly. They were obsessed with fashion. They were not allowed to wear pointed shoes. They were not allowed to wear shoelaces. They said those abominable things belong to pagans, the shoelaces, which might have something to do with the pilgrims too, right? Because the pilgrims they were buckles.
I don't know. Maybe, I mean, I guess like were shoelaces of like the barbarian tribes or something like from the old days?
They
With
might
the
have been.
Druids and Gauls and whatnot.
It's like you should make, your shoes should be made out of one piece of leather that fits you snugly. You were also not allowed to have unkempt facial hair or hair They're like the New York Yankees. They were the New York Yankees.
In ancient and early medieval cultures, knots and bindings were often linked to magic, control, or pagan ritual.
Oh.
So, like, if you can tie a knot, you're a witch. Kind of.
That's
deal.
crazy. I mean, some of the old rules are some of the horniest ones, like from the Victorian era. When in the Victorian era, they were the most prude, the most conservative. They wouldn't let you show like piano legs. They had to cover up the legs of the piano and of the bench that you sat on while you played the piano, because they would remind you too much of a woman's leg. And to me, that rule is way more horny than looking at a woman's leg and be like, wow, she's got great legs.
Yeah, it's like
Right?
it's like a methinks the lady doth protest too much situation. Like,
Right.
you're so defensively horny that you're really just telling the world how diabolically horny you are.
Right.
You're repressing yourself way too much.
Way too much. By the way, I don't think we talked about it on the show. We do a fashion segment every single week on the show where we talk about the latest in fashion. We're very passionate about it. Aaron, did you see Sydney Sweeney's dress?
Nope, but I can Google that shit.
Yeah,
You didn't?
How did you avoid it?
Get his
I think you
initial reaction.
might be the only guy that hasn't seen it. Arian Foster reacts to the dress.
Dress
This would have been great on Monday.
images. A bunch of dresses popped up. One that is see-through. I'm assuming it's this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it is see-through.
Kind of a
yeah.
silver or gray type of see-through.
I shit cold.
Yeah.
like I sat up.
That shit hard. I like it.
Yeah. Pretty good, right?
That's a good dress, man. Hey,
yeah.
If the Knights Templar was to make a dress, it would look like this.
Yeah. I think that might.
It looks like that old armor.
Yeah, like chainmail.
Something.
It's got a little bit of
Yeah.
chainmail feel to it.
Their uniforms, from what I've seen in depictions, were pretty hard.
Yeah, the
Yes.
white with the red
Yeah.
cross.
Yeah, they were.
How do the women feel about it? Like, of course, a dude gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? It's revealing.
Oh, I wasn't
How
talking
do
about.
we-
I wasn't talking about her body. I was talking about the dress. It's a
Yeah.
great dress.
When I asked how did the women feel about it, you spoke up, which is kind of wild.
No, but I was defending myself. Like,
A
it's not
misogynistic
about
allegation.
her
Did it-
body.
did
It's
it
about the
again.
dress. You know what? I'm gonna Google it again just to make sure that I like the dress.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try it one more time. So, how did the women feel about the dress?
Oh my god.
Look, he did it again. It's insane. Like, bruh, like it's not about you, Eric.
It's about the dress.
I saw the dress and I honestly had like basically no reaction to it. I thought it was cute or like a pretty dress, but Sydney Sweeney has pulled out some crazy stops before, fashionably. This didn't really move the needle for me either way. I was surprised that this is kind of the one that went crazy on the timeline, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't really have an opinion
Yeah.
on it, like, either way.
Kind of meant nothing to me. I
Yeah.
also didn't realize it was partially see-through until like my third or fourth look.
Isn't she?
See, that's the thing.
didn't-
I think I'm so desensitized to like maybe I'm just older and like I've seen it all, done it all. So that like I don't have like a regular dude. Like I do think it's a dope dress. It's revealing, obviously, and I know how dudes would find that like, oh my god, like and maybe a lot of dudes feel the same way as me, but it's like I don't get overly like when I see breasts. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not like, oh my god, breasts. It's like, yeah, she wants to reveal. She wants to be a little bit, edgy. That's what's up. But I'm not like I don't get horny when I see that. You know what I mean?
I think she says that she was doing it as like advocacy for like feminism and women's bodies and how you should be able to dress how you want without being either like
Yeah,
validated or denied by the male gaze.
Mm-hmm.
Get it?
A noble goal.
I agree. I just thought it was a great dress.
But I was confused at the uproar, considering like Sydney Sweeney isn't necessarily known to dress conservatively.
It's just because
besides the American Eagle ad,
men are so hung up on the female nipple. It's insane.
I saw you talk about that on Big Boys Club.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
yeah.
Our American hang up with the female nipple. It's just like a guy's nipple. And
It is and it isn't.
It
Yeah,
is
but
and
it-
isn't. That's fair.
It
That's
produces things.
fair. It produces
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
I've tasted it straight from the teat.
Yeah.
It's great.
Really?
Yeah. It tastes like cereal milk. Breast milk does, but it's warm, which was a bit odd. But that's not the point. The point is like, I just it's very funny psychologically to me how you can see all of a breast except for the nipple, and then you like get excited still if you even get like a hint of the nipple or something. I don't know what it is. It's like coated.
Yeah, no, it's because it's forbidden fruit.
Yeah.
It's like because it's covered up all the time.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, it's that simple probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I said in Danny's video that he posted last week, like girls asking questions about guys. I was like, I don't get the boob thing. Like, I'll never get the boob thing, which I think is, why I'm straight. But I just don't get the boob thing. And then I asked other men around Mackenzie and I's desk that I was like, I just don't get it. And they were like, what's not to get? And I was like, I don't know what is to get.
They're just nice.
They're just awesome.
They're just nice.
It's just like fat.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
I said I applaud when a girl has small boobs. I'm like, good for her. She doesn't have to deal with
Yeah.
No, that's fine too.
She's not carrying this burden.
the upkeep.
I
and
would guess
everything.
it's mostly an evolutionary thing.
I've always thought, because I mean, like, it gives you life at the beginning of your life. I've always wondered if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but let's be clear, like, big boobs, small boobs, I'm equal opportunity. Like, I just naturally get excited about all boobs. It's maybe, I think it's a forbidden fruit thing. It's like a taboo thing.
Yeah, because it's covered up. It's like, oh, I want to see that. All right.
Because there's many civilizations to this day where they out.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. Yeah.
We got more Templar stuff here. So, did you know that there was a Mexican drug cartel that was named after the Knights Templar?
No.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It was. They also had like very strict fashion regulations that they had to adhere to. But somebody in that group was like a real history buff, and they realized, hey, you know what? They were kind of like a gang back then that dominated all of Europe. That's what we want to do here in North America. So we're going to name ourselves the Knights Templar. And it's a pretty hardcore name for a gang. They had a rule book that had the crosses and the knights on horseback. And they had a code of ethics, including helping the poor, respecting women and children, and not killing for money.
I mean, I kind of love that.
Yeah, it's pretty, I respect a cartel with a rule book.
It's kind of like it's very nerdy in a lot of ways, which I appreciate.
Probably a reason why they didn't really stick around that long. Because
it's a ruthless game.
You get one cartel that's like, we're not playing by your rule book, and then some of the members of the Knights Templar that aren't like dyed-in-the-wool true believers in the history and haven't read their Middle Ages. They're like, hey, why do we have to play by these rules? We're just they're selling more coke than us. We're getting beheaded out here. Come on, man.
Are you sure we can't kill for money?
Yeah, because that's kind of the point. It's kind of the point of what we're doing right now. But yeah, the original Knights Templar had a bunch of treasure. They were like big time treasure guys, treasure hunters, and they would bury treasure. They would hide treasure. And when the king tried to kill all of them, a lot of people thought, well, they knew some did not get arrested. There were some that went underground and were able to get away, and they had all this gold. A lot of people think that treasure is still out there to this day. If you look,
Ark of the Covenant,
Holy Grail.
Yeah, the Holy Grail. So that is one of the theories that they survived the executions, and they went underground to protect the Holy Grail that they found.
Indiana Jones, dude.
Yep. So there's a document called the Chinon Parchment, and it was found in 2001 in the Vatican. And it documents that the Templars were exonerated by the Catholic Church in 1312, but they were still made to be disbanded. And so they were called a cult at the time by the church, and some people think that they had the Grail, and they've got it hidden under a different name. So it wasn't the Knights of Templar. They had to change their name after being called a cult and disbanded, and they went underground, changed the name, and then hid all their shit. And what is the Holy Grail?
It's the cup that caught the blood from Jesus' rib, right?
and that he allegedly used at the Last Supper.
Oh, okay.
So what do you get if you drink from it? Is it like Indiana Jones?
I have no idea.
Immortal life? I don't know. I mean, I love how into holy relics medieval people were in general.
Yeah.
Like this saint's skull, this the spear that stabbed Jesus or whatever. Wasn't Hitler trying to hunt that down in World War II?
He was trying to hunt down a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he liked magic items.
Yeah. I'll tell you what.
Maybe the most, bad guy.
Yeah.
But magic items are cool.
Yeah, he was really into those. But they were all collectors back then. You're right. Because it's not like they were making a lot of new stuff. It was way harder to make stuff.
Yeah.
Back
Wait,
then.
so this is actually news to me. The Holy Grail is just a cup?
Yeah, it's a grail.
Yeah. Well, not if you watch the Da Vinci Code.
What does Da Vinci
my
Code end up saying? What does Da Vinci Code end up saying?
Oh, no, that was, that's a movie.
I love Dan Brown, though. I do like Dan Brown's books.
Never got into the lore of, the Holy Grail.
Yeah, traditionally, the Holy Grail is the cup that Jesus used at the Last Supper.
Yo, that's what. Why the cup? Why not the plate?
Because he drank, this is my blood, drink of me. Also,
hold on. So they wasn't actually drinking his blood, though, was he?
No.
That's like it's a metaphor, right? So like, yeah,
well,
I guess, why the
depends
cup?
who you ask.
that's a matter of Christian theology, theological debate.
So okay, yeah, let's dig into that. So there are Christians that believe Jesus spilled blood. They got
No. Okay,
No.
at the Last Supper, there was wine and bread. He said, "This is my blood. This is my body. Drink and eat it in remembrance of me." Today,
metaphorically, correct?
yes.
Yeah.
Catholics believe when you have communion and it is blessed by a priest, it literally transforms into the blood and flesh of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But nobody believes that it's actually the blood and the flesh, right?
No, they do believe that.
I know it's not, but the blessing is what.
I do not.
But there were
believe
major fights over this back in the day.
Yes.
Like legitimately, this was a huge sticking point.
I genuinely thought that everybody knew. Yeah, it's wine. It's just symbolic.
Well,
There are people that
That's the
actually-
Protestant interpretation.
It's real blood.
well,
Well, it transfigures into it.
I'm Catholic. I don't think that it's actually blood and actual flesh.
But that is the Catholic doctrine.
Yeah, but it's,
I find it hard to find me a Catholic. If you know one, Maddie, text him right now.
I don't
and
know any
if you-
Catholics that are like that Catholic.
I don't think I find it hard to believe that people really think that is really Jesus's blood.
And so do they also think that anytime when you're taking communion, like wine that's been blessed by a priest,
Mhm.
that is also his blood?
Yeah, that's
Transubstantiation.
There you go. That's the word.
Transubstantiation.
Transubstantiation is the Catholic dogma that during the Eucharist, the whole substance of bread and wine is changed into the substance of the body and blood of Christ, even though the outward appearance of bread and wine remain. The transformation, which is said to occur through the power of Christ's words and the Holy Spirit during the Eucharistic prayer, is the literal and real presence of Jesus.
Vampires.
I do understand the fascination behind
it's cannibalism.
Yeah.
behind like trying to find the Grail. It's like a game worn jersey.
The ultimate game war.
Yeah. Yeah, like Darren Ravel he'd try out for the Knights of Templar just to get his hands on that. And then they'd be like, "No, Darren, you don't need." Well, you're not really kissing any women. That's okay. Check mark. No, that I think about it, Darren Ravel might have made an excellent knight.
But digging the Grail, you got to climb to the top. Sorry.
No, I cut you off.
No, I'm
There's a
good.
delay. We probably spoke at the same time. Go ahead, brother.
No, I didn't have it. I had a shitty joke. That was it. I've said it. It was bad.
Yeah.
It just fell flat.
Well, you made
I thought it was a good joke.
So Mary Magdalene is a supposed, I don't say wife.
This is the Dan Brown
This is the
thing.
Da Vinci
I don't
Code.
think I don't even think this is a Christian thing. I don't think that's a widely held belief amongst
Got you.
many
Okay.
scholars,
So, yeah.
regardless.
She's a former
Gotcha.
prostitute, right? That he took into the fold.
Yes.
Yeah. Because that's the thing about Jesus.
and
He'd hang out with the
there's
scum.
a rumor they had kids. Rumor is a good adjective to describe it.
A theory that was put forward by Dan Brown that is an unpopular theory. It's not widely accepted as being true.
That Jesus has a bloodline.
Yeah. But can you imagine?
Gotcha.
It makes for an interesting end to a fictional movie, but
Yeah. I don't think there's a lot of historical evidence for that. which is why he had to like create a universe where he found clues to it in artwork that doesn't necessarily point in that direction.
I ain't gonna lie, I like that story better.
It is fun though.
It is fun.
I love Dan Brown. I love all those books. They just come out the new Robert Langdon book. I got to check it out.
Oh,
really?
I haven't read it. Yeah. Did y'all ever read Origin?
No.
That was probably from 6 or 7 years ago at this point. But it is one of my favorite books that I've ever read, sort of dealing with artificial intelligence and the rise of AI. And the end of it, it's a fun story, but the end of it kind of becomes a thesis on AI and where it's all going to go. And I found it to be pretty fucking prescient for where we've come in the last intervening half decade. Prescient? How was it?
Is it not prescient?
Oh, maybe it is. I don't know. I haven't said that word out loud too much.
Yeah, it's a word you see.
You're probably right.
Written.
Prescient
I think
is probably
it's prescient.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I always think about Joseph. I feel like it was probably a lot to take in when Mary got pregnant and said that it was God that got her pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
That shit would be wild, dog.
Mm-hmm. Joseph was a simp.
Crazy.
Yeah. Wow, that's incredible. Mary, that's wow. That's I knew you were special, Mary.
Joseph trying to tell his boys.
Yeah, there's something about you, Mary. I just really, wow, from God. Wow, you're so beautiful.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
I'll do anything for you.
Okay, yeah.
You know,
you want me
I
to-
would have picked you too. I would have picked your womb too.
Yeah.
They're making a horror movie about Jesus called like The Carpenter's Son or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it looks pretty fucking intense.
That's going to be one of those movies where the marketing is going to be done almost entirely by the people that hate that film.
Yeah, I saw a trailer, but nothing. It was like a teaser, so I haven't seen much of it yet. So it's probably gonna be bad.
Did God say anything like maybe he'd like a brother or a sister at some point? I think that we can't have him grow up alone. Like we don't want him to be an only child. He'll develop a superiority complex. Did
Joseph and Mary have any other kids?
Yeah, right. He had a brother, right? Isn't that known?
That depends on how you. So some people think yes. The Hebrew word in the Bible can mean brother. It can mean cousin. It can mean just like a person around your family. So some people think yes. Some people do not believe that.
So there is a possibility that Jesus has a bloodline.
Well, this would be his
siblings,
half brother.
Oh, half brother, yeah.
That's a bloodline.
Well, but
the half.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it was at Mary's blood. Yeah, they would share Mary's blood.
It would have to.
Yeah, they would share Mary's blood. You're right. Yeah.
Unless God did some wild shit, like he gave Jesus his own unique DNA without his mother's.
Oh whoa, that's actually very fun to think about. That could be the case.
What's the Catholic doctrine on that? Like, is Jesus did he inherit genes from his mom, or is it strictly this is 100% God on earth?
In my Catholic teachings, it was that because God and Jesus are one body, he's all
God.
All God.
I don't know if there's any. Yeah, I don't know if you could even say like Jesus is genetics because he's technically fully divine.
The triune God.
Yes, he does not have any of like Mary in his makeup.
I guess, and yeah, I guess I've never thought about that because
then why use a woman in the first place? See, falls apart for me, man. You could just put them there. You don't got to make a woman go through 9 months.
Hard to explain though.
Yeah,
put 'em there, bro.
He just shows up out of nowhere.
I don't know. I mean, the angel Gabriel came down and said, well, "You will have the Son of God."
It's a lot of responsibility.
It is a lot, and
right?
and historically, she was probably about 14 or 13 at the time.
Hey yo,
because that's 2,000 years ago. But yeah, I don't know if you would technically say again that Jesus was half God, half Mary. I would think it's really him and God are one body. So you would kind of just put it at
and then you got
God.
the Holy Spirit in there as well, right?
Yeah, but obviously the Holy Spirit isn't a figure that comes through as a person. Rather, it's just Jesus in like the Holy Trinity. So Jesus is really the only physical embodiment of the Holy Trinity. Am I getting this right, Mackenzie?
Sounds right to me.
I have no idea, actually.
You're really making me tap back into like my high school theology classes, but I would say that there is no genetic makeup of Jesus probably because he was fully divine.
I cannot say I was ever probably paying attention in religion class.
That's the best I can give to you.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I can see
Sorry
why
to everyone.
this Holy Grail thing is a prized possession.
Yeah,
I can see it now. I mean, if
And
you
they
had it.
supposedly have the Ark of the Covenant.
I mean, Jesus is essentially the Michael Jordan of history.
Yeah.
What a unique way to describe him.
Who's the GOAT?
Who's the
I'm
LeBron
just
then?
saying, LeBron, I mean, is that like Muhammad came like 1,000
be.
years later, bursts onto the scene,
Mm-hmm.
great career, long tail.
Mm-hmm.
Who
about
is
Kobe?
who is the GOAT? Kobe?
Well,
Who was
also
the GOAT?
Muhammad in
Oh.
other ways.
I was thinking, yeah.
Who was the GOAT before Michael Jordan? Like Kareem?
Yeah, probably Kareem or Magic.
So then does that make Kareem like Moses or something in this
Yeah.
regard? Moses is the Kareem?
Could be Moses for sure.
Trying to think about old Jewish goats.
What did they have before?
Abraham.
Like,
Oh, there
Yeah.
we go. Yeah, Abraham's Kareem. Maybe Wilt.
who's Ra, the sun god?
Oh shit.
Who's Zeus?
Bob Pettit?
That's gotta be Larry Bird.
Larry Bird, Zeus.
No, you got to go farther
Yeah.
back. You got to go far. We got to go back to
Ra
like
is fuck. What is his name? He was the first triple double king. Oh,
Oscar
I'm blanking on his
Robertson.
name.
Yeah.
Oscar
Who?
Robertson,
Oscar Robertson. Big O.
Mhm.
Big Ra.
Bob Cousy might be Zeus.
Yeah.
Rob Cousy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, some other stuff about the Knights. They were very disciplined in battle. They were not allowed to retreat ever. They were not allowed to surrender ever.
Toxic masculinity.
It's kind of like the eunuchs in Game of Thrones. What was their name?
Oh, the eunuch slave army that
Yeah.
Khaleesi gets. I should know this. I've read the books and seen these shows, and I can't.
So what's the question?
In Game of Thrones, the eunuch army.
The slave
Oh,
army.
Virgin
That,
dudes.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
like
they
they're
don't
like
got no. They don't got no Jones. What were they called?
The
Grey
Unsullied.
Wolf.
the Unsullied.
Unsullied,
Thank you.
yeah.
Unsullied.
There
yes.
you go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like the Knights Templar. It's probably like a little bit of tie-in with that.
It's-
They were the first ones on site in the Crusades, so they sent them out front, and they were very, very outnumbered, and they defeated Saladin's forces, and they looked at surrendering or retreating as being way, way, way worse than death.
Yeah.
It's like they kind of yearned for death in a way, which made them ironically harder to kill.
It's yeah. I mean, it's been interesting in that like it's not a very effective tactical idea
Mm-hmm.
all the time, but it's kind of like how in Viking culture, Norse mythology, you want to die in battle to go to Valhalla. Like if your entire ideology is I'm going to die before I retreat, that will make you have an aggression on the battlefield that can win the psychological warfare, even if it's not like strategic. Like I think about the Mongols. It's funny you say no retreating. Like the Mongols, that was their whole game, was feinting.
Yeah.
Was like they run up, shoot you, run back, they do fake retreats where they would like get you to chase after them, then engulf you.
Yep.
So that's like very effective strategically, but here it's not. But here, I mean, psychology is a lot of the ancient battlefield, and so if you just have these guys who are well armored and have all the belief in the world, you can
Yeah.
just kind of overwhelm through attitude.
But it's like if you're the Knights Templar going up against the Mongols,
Oh, you're getting smoked.
and you're probably going to get smoked because they're allowed to retreat strategically.
Yeah, you're fucked.
But then the Knights Templar are telling themselves, yeah, we may have lost the battle, and we also lost the war, but then we won the real war, which is we held up to our creed
Yeah,
and our religion.
kept our honor.
We may have lost the battle and the war, but in a way we kind of won the war too.
And I think the Mongols would laugh at that.
Yes.
I mean, the Mongols
much more
had
pragmatic.
the Mongols had dealings with medieval armies. Have you ever read about General Subadai's Ride, where they were working their way into Russia? It's the longest military foray without supply lines ever. It only stopped because they got called back because the Khan died, and they had to go to, I think it's called like a Kumatai, where they choose a new leader.
Yeah.
But there's this famous battle where they face this Slavic army, they obliterate him, and then they take all survivors, and they piled them up and put planks over the top of them, and they ate a giant feast while they were just groaning and dying underneath them. And then they sold a bunch of the Slavs into slavery.
Psychotic.
Yeah. And then they sold a bunch of Slavs into slavery to like Egypt and shit. And then actually later they did get repelled by an Egyptian mercenary army that was made up of like a lot of the same Slavic men that would have been sold 10 years ago, but had like seen their battlefield tactics and shit.
All things considered, if you're having that feast, wouldn't you rather not have like decaying corpses
Sounds terrible.
underneath?
Yeah.
Like just in terms of appreciating a good meal.
It's unhinged. You know,
Yeah.
they I mean, what's the old Genghis Khan quote? It's like, if you had not, it's essentially paraphrasing. If you had not fucked up, God would not have sent me here to deal with you. Basically, like, look, man, if you're pissed at what I'm doing to you, look in the mirror, because I'm just the vengeance of God, basically.
This has been a great episode for some hard-ass quotes. That's pretty good.
Pardon My Cheesesteak has teamed up with Penn Station East Coast Subs to offer a new cheesesteak that raises the bar even higher for cheesesteak lovers. Introducing the Mega Cheesesteak, a limited-time offer for this football season. The one-of-a-kind sub is built with a mega portion of steak, pepperoni, provolone, and American cheeses, sautéed onions, mushrooms, banana peppers, and mayo. Penn Station has been around for 40 years, is huge in the Midwest, and the OG and craveable grilled subs. Available exclusively at all 320 Penn Station locations, you can literally watch your Mega Cheesesteak sizzle and melt on the grill. The Mega Cheesesteak with fresh cut fries, fresh squeezed lemonade, and a fresh baked cookie, that's an undefeated combo. Penn Station Subs is the only place where fans can get the Mega Cheesesteak. Order it in-store, online, or through the Penn Station app for delivery.
There's a couple other things that Big T wanted to discuss. I kind of want to just let Big T cook on Disney and YouTube.
Oh, I mean, dude, these people.
Are you familiar with what's going on, Aaron?
I heard everybody complaining about YouTube and Disney. So I've seen the complaints, but I haven't really dug into why everybody mad. I assume it's some subscription shit.
Yeah, so YouTube TV doesn't have any Disney channels right now, which is all the ESPNs, ABC, all that stuff.
Okay.
I currently pay for YouTube TV, just like $90 a month. I upgraded my Disney Plus subscription to have ESPN Unlimited now, so I can watch ESPN. That's another $30. Netflix, Paramount Plus, because soccer's on there.
Yep.
All I want.
You probably pay for Apple
I have
TV through your
Peacock.
phone. You don't even realize it.
No, I got rid of it once Severance went away, but I'll bring it back when that comes back. All I want, and I understand this is difficult, I want all these companies to get together, and I want one service where I can watch every sport. I don't even need all the other shit. Just give me every professional and collegiate sport that is televised. I want it on one service. I don't care how y'all figure it out. We used to have this, right? But I guess there wasn't as much on television, so it's kind of different.
Yeah, we used to not have as many games to watch.
Sure.
Yeah.
I want ESPN Plus included. I want Paramount. I want every network. Put it all in one thing. I don't care what you charge for it. I just want, there can be no carrier disputes. This is all in perpetuity.
Ironclad.
As long as I pay for it, I get the service, and it just works. That's all I ask. I'll pay whatever you want.
This is socialism, though, T.
How do you figure?
Because you're wanting to deny all of these people their ability to take advantage of the market.
I believe the market will find a solution to this this dispute.
This is the market that you so desire, finding a solution.
Yeah,
and the market
This is the solution.
This is where the market is led.
Mine from my perspective, his from his perspective, his from his perspective, and the leagues, the NCAA, the NFL, the MLB, they're gonna find the most advantageous spot for them, and that is the market.
I agree, but there's nothing precluding those companies, once they acquire those rights, of banding together and say, because ESPN and Fox, no, there's not. ESPN and Fox right now have something you can buy where you get both of those.
ESPN. Go ahead, Aaron.
It's the greed of the companies.
But I'm saying there is a demand for this service that I'm conjuring.
That would cut out of a piece of my pie, though.
Not necessarily.
It will, because each, let's say Netflix has a marketing budget, right? ABC has a marketing budget. Paramount has a marketing budget, blah, 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 so forth. So I want to go to an exclusive marketing budget so I get more of the ad dollars. If I compartmentalize or consolidate all of that, we're all taking a smaller piece of the pie. It would be enjoyable for the consumer, which I agree, right? But it would be less ad money revenue for the private owners of
I don't
those
think you
companies.
have to consolidate it, though. Just put them all where I can have your individual subscription fee. Just make it all one price. I don't care. No, but I'm not. You don't have to lower it at all. Just add them all up. I don't care what it costs. I just want to be able to watch it.
And yeah, I mean, I guess if you could still choose to pay, but then like if you could still choose to pay for this or not pay for this, but it was on one system, that could be.
Make it as expensive as you want. I don't care. I just can't deal with a college football Saturday where you've taken my channels away.
The problem is, or the fascinating thing to me is, you have YouTube TV, which is clearly the best interface and best platform, and now they're going toe to toe with ESPN, which is the content holder.
Yes,
and is launching their own platform that they're trying to get everybody all in on.
But do you want to know what the problem was last night?
What?
Dancing with the Stars.
I can't.
So first of all, you can't watch it on YouTube TV, which is where most people watch it. So naturally, you go to Disney Plus or wherever you can watch it. Disney Plus crashes halfway through Dancing with the Stars.
I had to watch Dancing with the Stars on a Twitch stream
So you tell me that I can't watch it on the thing that I always watch it on,
that I pay for,
and then I have to go watch it on the other thing
that I pay for.
But then you can't hold it up because everybody switched over so fast because you're not letting us watch it on the other thing.
Bob Iger, when I find you.
Yeah.
I had to watch on a Twitch stream.
Disney CEO's been on a bad run lately.
Fun fact, he went to Ithaca College.
That is a fun
Well,
fact.
he had
You
to
are
come back because the
proud of
last guy
him.
was so bad when he
Right.
tried
Yeah.
to retire.
I just don't think Iger's done that good either, though. I mean, not since coming back. But I'm also a big Disney park nerd, and I absolutely loathe what they've done to the customer experience at Disney World.
Yeah.
It's just a constant whittling down of the things that made Disney great originally, just pursuing short-term dividends and gains at the cost of long-term customer
I
satisfaction.
actually kind of, though, I went this summer for a couple days, and now that you have to pay for fast passes,
Yeah.
you actually
No.
and this is kind of like what I said for the TV thing. I'll pay. I don't care. I just want it to work. And you can go get on every ride, and it's $10. Great, take it. I don't care.
I'm okay with that, but there used to be things like you booked a Disney trip, they had free airfare from the airport. And it's tiny little things like that have added up over time where they've just been taking away here and there, whittling away, and it's still awesome. The employees are still very kind. I fucking love it. It's like my favorite place on earth. It's my favorite thing in the world to do with my kids, but it's just a little disappointing in some ways. And they got rid of Tom Sawyer's Adventure Island to make
that was the correct decision.
Cars
I know
Land.
you're big into, hey, let's go climb on the
I had like
trees
a-
at Disney World. You're paying $200 a day to be there.
I had like a 6-page blog written about Tom Sawyer's Adventure Island that I didn't think was good enough to put out there, so I've just kept it in my docs. But
No, you should.
I'm very passionate about the demise of Tom Sawyer Adventure Island.
Publish that shit. Let the people judge for themselves. There used to be these disputes, not like infrequently, but it was mostly confined to cable, where every now and again you get that little line at the bottom of the screen being like, Comcast customers don't want you to watch football on Saturday. And they'd scare you, but then they'd all figure it out. With this, it seems like I think ESPN has invested so much money into developing their own app
Yep.
that they have to get paid back for that.
Well, that's the thing. So they either get the money from YouTube, and then they get more money, or you cancel YouTube and you go get the ESPN app, so they get your money there, or you go get Hulu Live TV, which Disney owns, or you go get Fubo, which Disney owns.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They
That's
have
what I'm saying.
everybody by the balls.
That's what I'm saying. The content, like I said, it's a battle between best platform and content holder, and I do think the content holder is going to win.
Yes. And here's the worst part. I've been trying all season to get Blutman to come to the office on a Saturday and watch college football, and he won't do it.
No.
And finally, a month ago, I had to schedule this out a month in advance. He was like, week 11, I will come.
Oh, no.
And I said, okay, done deal. I've been looking forward to this. Blutman's going to come. I'm going to pick him up. We're going to watch college football all day. And now we don't have TV. We don't have the
You're
game.
destroying friendships.
And he's
Disney.
like, yeah, I can't do it, Big T. If the YouTube, I don't know.
How does he normally watch on Saturday?
He has like 7 screens
He
set up at his house.
sits at home in silence with all of these
Yeah.
screens. He says nobody can talk. And I'm like, fine, we'll sit here. I don't care.
Yeah.
I just want to watch football with Blutman. And now it's ruined.
He's like Lucius Fox, Morgan Freeman in Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Where he's just in front of the wall of screens. That's Blutman every Saturday.
That's pretty impressive.
Even when we do the Roughness pod, he's still just watching like 3 or 4 games at once.
I don't know.
Podcast.
That takes a special type of mind to be able to watch all those screens and at the same time absorb what's going on.
Yeah.
Hold like 7 different narratives and storylines about the game flows in your head all at once. It's like Alicia Keys playing the 2 pianos at the same time. It's crazy what I do it sometimes on Sundays.
I was going to say, y'all do a pretty good job on Sundays.
But yeah, there's going to be, at least by this time of the season, there's probably like 4 to 7 teams that you don't really have to pay that close attention to anymore. But Blutman, he loves ball. He cares about every game passionately. And yet it sucks. It sucks not being able to, especially because now I read that I think about 50% of all television now is consumed via streaming. And I think cable is down to 22%. Damn. So,
and live sports are the last bastion of humanity.
Yes.
Because like people will watch AI. I already catch myself sometimes, like those stupid AI Pokemon shorts. I love those things.
Yeah.
So like short form entertainment, people will watch that AI. Eventually that'll probably go to TV, movies. I think the tail on I think that sports, that's why all these rich people are investing in it. I think it's real hard to imagine a world, not saying you can't get there, but real hard to imagine a world where people would be invested in sports that don't involve real human pain and joy.
Yeah. The drama.
Yeah.
And Dancing with the Stars.
And Dance with the Stars.
Which is a very big issue that I think we've done a bad job here at Barstool Sports at highlighting the fact that Dancing with the Stars viewers are also equally upset, if not more so, to many sports viewers out there.
It's kind of like a sport.
I was very shocked it got to Saturday for college football. I was more shocked it got to Monday for Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football was a line in the sand.
And then was it Tuesday, last night, that was Dancing with the Stars?
Yes. Yeah.
So now everyone knows, because now all the women who watch Dancing with the Stars knows, the people who only watch the NFL knows. Now everybody's mad.
We're all in it together.
And they're still doing it.
We should form some sort of a TV watchers union.
I mean, we should have, in all honesty, that's where America's really lost the thread, is consumer protections.
Yeah.
Europe's a bit stronger. They've been holding down. Like, they forced the USB-C iPhone thing through a few years ago. Like, it is actually quite absurd how we have just laid out and spread our legs for our corporate overlords.
Where's Clark Howard? Isn't he supposed to be doing something about this?
When will he say no more? When will he say enough is enough and band together as common viewers across all platforms, across all sports, across all reality television shows, and say, you know what? If these companies can't figure out a way to get our shows on, a service that we pay for willingly, sometimes way too much money for, we need to just say boycott.
Are you? But
I can't boycott ball though, dude. I'm an addict. I'm not willing.
I could boycott literally anything except college football.
And they'll just keep doing this to you.
Yes.
That's how they got us by the nuts.
Then get a load of this. Get a load of this, FT. I go to cancel YouTube TV because I'm like, I'm not putting up with this. And Fubo actually is a little bit of a better deal from what I looked up. I go to cancel YouTube TV. They won't let me cancel and keep the Sunday ticket that I already paid for in full for the whole season.
No way.
If I cancel YouTube TV. So now they've still got me for another 2 months. It's the whole thing.
That's bullshit.
That's absurd.
Yes,
we need a class action Michael Jordan lawyer. Like we need. Yeah, we're.
You're right. We need. That's actually a great point. It should be a law that if a situation like this happens, and especially what Big T said, that's fucking bullshit.
Egregious.
That you paid for. Egregious. We should be entitled to our money back. You should have to pay us all back. How many months? I'm gonna say 3 months back pay on all the subscriptions that we have that are now rendered useless.
Yeah.
Agreed.
To every consumer in America.
I mean, there's that. But see, the problem is, I'm pretty sure we sign all this away when we agree to terms and conditions.
Nobody reads those.
But every time something bad happens that is covered in the terms and conditions, they sue, and the judges are like, yeah, nobody reads that. It doesn't count.
Like, remember when we talked about the person who died at Disney or something? And then They're like, nah, you can't sue us. You got Disney Plus, dog. I mean,
Yes.
like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
you should have read.
Yeah.
And then every time the plaintiffs win. So
I think, I mean, that's like even, I'm pretty sure when you buy video games or if you like buy a movie on Amazon, you're actually just renting it. Like you think you own it because functionally you basically do, but legally you do not. I think even like an Xbox or a PS5, I think you're technically leasing it.
the console?
Even the console.
No.
I'm almost positive. Look that up.
Maybe this is a play for cable to get back involved now. Like, what if cable just came out
Well, that's what T was describing.
and cable was like,
That is cable. Yeah.
cable's like, we made a deal with all the conferences, with all the networks. Guess what? Cable's back. $120 a month. Get a box in your house. Xfinity, baby.
Well, it's so funny because my dad can't even get rid of cable because the Yankees still play some
Right.
games on like the Yes Network that aren't on any streaming platforms.
Don't
Right.
even get me started on
So it's like you literally have to have everything.
It did feel like Monday Night Football had less juice.
Felt like Dancing with the Stars had less juice.
Yeah.
fucking regional sports networks. Got to pay $20 a month if you want to watch the Blackhawks or if you want to watch the Cubs. Like, get
It's
the
included
fuck
on
outta here.
Fubo, which is why I was going to switch to that too.
Pelicans.
This is why it's never going to be settled. There's just too much going on. It's going to have to be like federally regulated.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. We need some consumer protection. But the
Yeah.
problem is
Okay.
it's all being lobbied against.
Consumer protect. Yeah, we need a sports on TV czar.
Yeah.
It's what unions are for.
Yeah.
You got a whole faction of people banging against unions.
Well, I think this can unite us.
Who would the
I
sports
would
TV
hope
czar
sports
be?
would be politically healing this country. That would be amazing.
I mean, we just came up with a great one.
Blutman?
Yeah, Blutman.
Yeah,
Blutman.
no, he is. He's the
Blutman.
number one ball watcher.
Blutman should be the sports TV czar in America. Yes.
Why can't I watch the games, man?
Dude, his
Wait.
press conference would be must
Electric.
see TV.
Is he no context college football?
Yes.
Yeah, right? God. I always thought that was a team. Because I love
It's
that
one
account.
guy.
One
I
guy.
love that account for years. I used to use that account because I would do like meme reviews, and I'd always credit it, but I'd be like, this is all basically from this account, and I just assumed it was like 10 to 15 guys locked in.
I actually DM'd him on that account, not knowing who it was, like 2 days before he started working here.
Oh, wow.
Because PFT was on College Game Day, and he made a joke about this show, and I wanted the clip, and I knew he knew how to do it, so I just DM'd the no context account, and he got it for me. And then that was on a Saturday, and on Monday he showed up working here, and I was like, "Oh, that's that guy."
That's the goat.
Yep, in the flesh. All right, I got a jet. If you guys want to chop it up anymore, I say go for it.
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go hang out with Hank
nice.
outdoors
Have fun.
for
Rich guy shit.
for 18 holes. All right, love you guys.